everybody, it's Christy. Happy Earth Day. I was cleaning up and I found this old toy of Cody's, which is the planet Earth. Did you know that we all live on the planet Earth? It's like the home for all the people in the world. So we all have to do our best to take care of planet Earth. I was also thinking that maybe you wanted to see a little bit of my home, of where I live. So hold on one second and let's take a look. This is my house where I live. You'll see I put my hearts back up on the door to let all the healthcare workers know that we're thinking of them and loving them. And then you'll see up, this is Cody's room. He loves the Dodgers. And this is my bedroom. And in case you're out going on a bear hunt, maybe you can come by and find my bear. Let's go inside. So here's our front entryway table. Cody likes to play basketball, so he does that sometimes. There's one of my dogs, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. And there's our family. Christie and Troy and Cody and Pepe. We celebrate Easter here, so we had some decorations up. I haven't put them away yet because I like how it looks. Here's where I sit every morning and read a book. I just finished a great book for all you moms out there, Untamed. I really loved it. Sometimes we have a fire. This is our workstation over here where the kids' computers charge, our agenda, some of our schoolwork we need to do. Here's our table where we eat. And here's our table where we've been working on this puzzle. But as you can see, we're not getting very far. For today's story, I thought we could read one of my favorites, Giraffes Can't Dance. Now, when giraffes are in the wild, do you know where they live? In the jungle. In Africa. Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles Andre, illustrated by Guy Parker Reese. He's the one that drew all the pictures. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Kaboom! Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing. The rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald!" the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool! Oh, Gerald, you're so weird!" Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. "But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really wanted to." With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. "I am dancing! Yes, I'm dancing! I am dancing!" Gerald cried. Then, one by one, each animal who had been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald is the best dancer that we have ever seen." "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head up and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find the music that we love." The end. So, Gerald lived in a jungle, and I showed you the house where I live. Now I was wondering if maybe you guys want to do a play activity. Now, you'll have to look all around your house, and this might be a project for another day, but maybe you could start it today. Look all around your house and collect different loose parts, things that you could use, so you can make a habitat of your own for either a giraffe or maybe a dinosaur, or maybe you like dolphins and sharks and you want to make an ocean. Let me show you some ideas that I had of things around my house, and maybe you can find some too. So the idea is just to find some things from around the house. Here are some leaves from a plant in my backyard. Here's some sand and some seashells from a candle. Oh, the Patch Kids love to find treasures. Maybe you have some flowers from your garden, or some artificial flowers, or some pretend grass. I found these pine cones out on a walk the other day. Oh, and cardboard. Cardboard is great for loose parts play. I always save that for us. Maybe you have some string or some raffia, some dirt from outside, and oh, our puppy loves to find sticks. So I threw those on the table too, and some rocks. So the idea is you just put it all out, and then the kids get to choose what they want to use and how they want to use it. And you can grab a box and pick if you're going to build your habitat for some dinosaurs, or maybe some jungle animals like Gerald and his friends from Africa. Maybe you want to make one for the horses, or perhaps an ocean for our sea creatures. I'm sure you'll come up with something very creative, and I would love to see a picture of it. Here's some of our jungle animals. Could that be Gerald? Here's a movement game for you. Did you know that elephants like to jump? Maybe you can show me your trunk like an elephant and see if you like to jump too.
The elephants like to jump, ba-boom, 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 all around the room, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum.
Are you jumping like an elephant?
Ba-boom, 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 all around the room. But when they see a snake, the elephants start to shake. They shake and shake and shake, all around the lake. They shake and shake.
Shake! Can you shake like an elephant?
Around the lake, they shake and shake and shake. All around the lake, it's time to go to sleep. The elephants go to sleep. It's time to go to sleep. The elephants go to sleep. They sleep and sleep and sleep. The elephants go to sleep. They sleep and sleep and sleep. The elephants go to sleep and sleep. And they dream they're on a trampoline. Ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. The elephants like to jump. Ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. All around the room. Ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. The elephants
Pepe likes to jump.
ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. All
Ah!
around the room.
Have a great day.